YouTube, how we doing, family? It's your boy Yo, and this is another episode of Yo Hoops. We go through every NBA game every day. Today's Saturday, April 26th, and we continue the 2025 NBA playoffs. We have 4 games today. I'm going to walk you through all of them, let you know which sides I like, and stick around because I'll let you know my highlighted play of the day. I do this every day for free, so please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and let me know your favorite game in the comment section below. Without further ado, let me get into today's recap. Recapping yesterday, we dropped our highlighted play of the day. We took the Los Angeles Lakers plus 3.5 points in Minnesota against the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Lakers kept it competitive through 3 quarters, but the Wolves won the fourth by 10 points to win the overall game 116 to 104. I wasn't in love with yesterday's card. We got a decent card today, so let's get back in that win column and cash our highlighted play. Without further ado, let me get into today's games. In our morning matchup, we have the Cleveland Cavaliers in Miami taking on the Miami Heat. Cavs are laying 6 points, and the total is 213.5. This is probably the least talked about series in terms of a sweep, but it's very likely the Cavs bring out the brooms. I was hearing the Magic are getting swept, the Rockets, and even the Lakers. I haven't heard a peep about Miami getting packed out in both of those games. There are teams in the league that really play into their home court advantage. The Clippers, the Nuggets, the Magic, they hoop at home. Cleveland's been a team that hoops anywhere. They were as dominant on the road this season as they were at home. Man for man and roster for roster, the Cavs are double-digit favorites. They have the advantage in shooting, more guys that can distribute the ball, and the bigger presence on the glass. The Heat were lucky to keep that last game within 9 points. If you watched those games, the only reason Miami even had a chance is Cleveland let their foot off the gas because they knew they were going to win. I think we see the Cavs locked in for this one. We're taking the Cavs laying the 6 points as our highlighted selection of the day. Let's move. In our next matchup, we have the Oklahoma City Thunder in Memphis taking on the Memphis Grizzlies. Thunder are laying 15 points, and the total is 223.5. We caught the cover getting 9.5 points with the Grizzlies on Thursday, but they really almost blew that after being up 30 points. Ja Morant went down with a hip contusion, and the Thunder proceeded to win the second half by 32 points. They won the overall game 114 to 108. That's one of the most demoralizing losses you can take, blowing a 30-plus point lead in front of your home crowd, and I think this series is over today. I do expect to see a last hoorah from the Grizzlies, but they got a tall order in front of them tonight. We're not seeing another 28-point game from Scottie Pippen Jr., and the Thunder probably win this one by 20 plus. We're taking the Thunder laying the 15 as our next selection of the afternoon. Let's move. In our next matchup, we have the Denver Nuggets in LA taking on the LA Clippers. Clippers are laying 6.5 points, and the total is 212. The Clippers are playing real team basketball. They're distributing the ball, finding their matchups, and locking in on their defensive rotations. I think this series goes to 7 games, but the Nuggets win both of the games at home in Denver. The Clippers have shown me that at home in the Intuit Dome, they handle business. Zubac has been that X factor that the Clips need in this series. You're not going to lock up Joker, but he's making it hard on him while also attacking him on the offensive side of the ball. I would say the Clippers have the better backcourt than the Nuggets, so this game really comes down to do the Nuggets bigs dominate their matchups. Kawhi also factors into that because he has the size to switch on to an Aaron Gordon or even a Jokic. The way they're playing, I could see the Clippers in the Western Conference Finals. This might just be their year, man. We're taking the Clippers laying the 6.5 as our next selection of the evening. Let's move. In our last and final matchup of the evening, we have the Houston Rockets in Golden State taking on the Golden State Warriors. Warriors are laying 3 points, and the total is 205. The big news for this one is Jimmy Butler's status. He took that brutal fall in Game 2, and the MRI came back as a pelvis and glute muscle contusion. That's the best case scenario. They say no structural damage, and he may even play tonight. This is a really tough one. I want to know if Jimmy's playing, but even if he does, I can't see him being at 100% playing through that kind of injury. Steph's already playing on a sprained thumb, so the injuries are starting to pile up. That's the thing about having an older team. That tends to happen. I'm going to lean towards the Rockets here. Game 3, I think the points finally come into play. I liked what I saw from Houston in Game 2, and if this one comes down to the wire and the Warriors walk it off, we have the 3 points in our back pocket. We're taking the Rockets plus the 3.5 as our last and final selection of the evening. And that's going to conclude today's video. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. We got some early action, so let's start the day in that win column. I appreciate your support so much. I do this every day for free, so please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It's your boy, Yo! And until the next one, I'm going to catch y'all. Peace.